there you are. Oh, I was looking for you. All right, let's do this. Okay, guys, so we have our running WOD of the week. So we've been kind of doing this same warm-up here for prepping for running. Anyway, it's nice outside, so maybe we can get outside and do something like this, or if you have a treadmill at home. Anyway, let's get started. So we have one round of this, okay? Each one of these here is going to be 30 feet. We're going to start with a walk on our toes. You're literally just squeezing those calves and just walking 30 feet on your toes. Then I'm going to get you to walk backwards 30 feet on your toes. Then we will go with walk on our heels, okay? With the walk on the heels, we're only going to go forward. I really want you squeezing through these shin muscles here to help pull those toes up off the ground, okay? Then we're going to go with 30-foot walk with the heels, with your toes out. So really twisting through the hips here. Get some external rotation and just walking like that. And then we are going to go with the toe-in walk. All right, now I'm going backwards just to stay in range here, but I want you guys walking forward. Okay? Now, make sure we're really squeezing to hold those external and internal rotations. Okay? Then we will get into a lunge with our arms locked out. 30 feet lunge with a torso twist. 30 foot of butt kickers, 30 foot of high knees, 30 feet of bear crawl forward, 30 feet backwards. The lunge with the arms locked out. You're gonna take those arms, you're gonna interlock those fingers, squeeze, pull those shoulder blades back and down and try to extend those elbows. And then I just want you to lunge, slow and controlled. Touch, stand. Touch, stand. If you're moving forward, it's because you're lunging. Try to avoid taking little baby steps in between each lunge, okay? As usual, if you struggle with the lunge, you guys, maybe just don't go as deep, or if you can go as deep but not that long, maybe you just don't go as far, all right? Practice that strength and practice doing it right, okay? The next one will be a lunge with a twist towards our forward knee. So we're gonna lunge, and then I want you to twist. As you do this, I want you to pull your hip forward at the same time so you get a nice stretch through your hip flexors. A nice little twist. And then you stand, repeat. Okay, and just make your way for 30 feet like that. Then we'll go into our butt kickers, short steps, high heels. Then we'll go into high knees for 30 feet. And then we'll go into our bear crawl. These ones here, you're just gonna set up. Legs are gonna be fairly straight. You can have a little bend, but I want your hips up kind of high here, okay? Then you're gonna put some weight on your hands. I want to see your heels on the ground. And you're just taking short steps like this. And then you're gonna go backwards, pushing with your arms, all right? So that's gonna be our bear crawl. 30 feet there, 30 feet back. All right, after that, you're gonna go through this once, 50 single under or 50 jumping jack, and then a 30-second handstand hold or plank, okay? Single under, you guys. We have our skipping rope here, and it is literally just regular skipping, okay? Or we have jumping jack. All right, then we have our 30-second plank hold, okay? Now, plank holds tough for a lot of people, handstand holds are fairly tough for some people. So we can do a couple different things here. I'll show you, the hardest one would be freestanding, okay? That means no object to lean up against. If you're like me, you're not very good at them because I haven't practiced them enough. We're gonna go off the wall. Here I'm gonna set up, about a foot away from the wall. I'm gonna keep one leg straight, one leg underneath me. I am gonna swing this back leg for the wall behind me, making sure my shoulders are activated, pushing into the floor, my elbows are locked out. I'm gonna swing this leg for the wall behind me, and I'm gonna have a light push off with the other foot. And I end up in this nice handstand. In this position, I want to keep my core really tight, my back off the wall, elbows locked out, and I'm pushing into the floor, okay? Now, if that's an issue, we can try walking our feet up the wall so that we're facing it. And that means I'm gonna set up about 3 feet off the wall with my hands, keep my hips up really high, and I'm gonna take a really big step up the wall and then follow with the other foot.
So we're here, big step, follow with the other foot, and that's it, okay?
If we're doing those, make sure you keep your hips up a little bit so you're in a slight bit of an L. Don't let your back fall in so you're kind of crunching that lower back, okay? Now, other ways we can do this, guys, we can use a box. Set yourself up on a box here, and we can put our feet up in a pike, hips high, and we can hang out here like this. Same idea. We can even just go off our knees and hang out here like this. Now, what we're looking for is that you keep your hips up over top of your hands and over top your shoulders. If your hips are here, shoulders are there, hands are here. What we want to avoid is your hips being way over here and you're kind of making like a rounded, weird position here where it's not really stacked. Get those hips up nice and high, and just remember, keep those shoulders activated and pulled back, okay? So those are gonna be our handstand modifications. Oh, one last one would be just a bear style, okay? So up on our tippy toes, and then you're just gonna lean forward and try to get as much weight over top your hands as possible, and we can hang out right there. If we don't have those guys, feel free to just go right into a plank, a regular old forearm or hand plank, okay, for 30 seconds. All right, here's our workout. We have 4 time, a nice little chipper here again, meaning you're gonna work through this once and then you're done, all right? A 400-meter run. That can be outside. I would say if you're on a treadmill, make it about 500 or 600 because the treadmill is a little bit easier. 60 penguin jump. This is going to be our substitute for double unders today. 20 chair dip, and then we alternate through. 60 penguin jump, 20 chair dip, 60 penguin jump, 20 chair dip, 60 penguin jump, and then a 400-meter run to finish. So this is going to be fairly high intensity, heart rate accelerating cardio with some shoulder fatigue mixed in there. So we want to work those shoulders while our heart rate's up. That's the whole goal here, okay? So 400-meter run. I don't have to tell you guys how to run, okay? 60 penguin jump. Typically, a double under is 2 times around the body with every jump, which I'll show you in the next one here. But to substitute for that, we're gonna clap the sides of our body here twice with every jump, okay? So keeping your legs fairly straight. I don't want you guys kicking your heels up. I want you springing through the ankles. I want you to stay tall, tall in the chest, and just be efficient, okay? So we're gonna hop and clap. That's it, okay? 60 times. And make sure those calves are ready for this, you guys, all right? Make sure you do this warm up and get those calves nice and ready. All right, then we have our chair dip. We've been doing chair dips quite a bit. You're gonna find a box, bench, or chair, and sit on it. Kick yourself out so your butt's hanging off. Pull your shoulders back, sit. Okay, keeping that core tight. Legs should be straight. Lower yourself down until your shoulders get below your elbows, and then press up out of it. And that's gonna be your chair dip. Now, how you can make that a little bit easier is by bending your knees if you need to, and then you can kind of push with your legs if you have to do that to get through. If you are gonna do that, I do recommend you do it the hardest version you can until you can't really do it so much anymore, and then change that version to the easier one, okay? Then, penguin jump, take chair dip, 400-meter run. That's about it, guys. Fairly basic here. Just try to keep moving. Get that heart rate up, and then just get straight into it. Push through. Just push through. Get her done. And I'm thinking, let's aim for about under 15 minutes here. Okay? All right. Then we have our minimal workout if you have some dumbbells and a skipping rope. We have 4 time, a 100-meter run, 15 strict handstand push-up, 60 double under, 30 dual dumbbell deadlift, and then make your way back up the ladder. So again, 60 double under, 15 strict handstand push-up, 60 double under, 400-meter run. All right? Now, I'm not going to show you a strict handstand push-up because I am just not there and I am cold and I don't want to blow my shoulders up. But ideally, I would flip myself up against the wall and we would go for that handstand push-up inverted, okay? But what we can do for a substitute here is we can pike up off the box.
All right, these are very challenging. I'm gonna pike up, hips up above the shoulders the best I can. I'm gonna keep those shoulders activated and I'm gonna make somewhat of a tripod out of my head and my hands. So I'm gonna lean forward a little bit, touch, and press to full lockout. Touch, press.
Now the whole idea is that we stay as vertical as possible. So we're working that handstand position here, okay? Guys, if that's not happening, I haven't showed you guys this one yet. We'll often do these in class. I'd like you to do seated dumbbell press instead. All right? So, sitting on your chair or box or bench or whatever it is, a couple dumbbells or weights or water bottles or whatever, keeping that chest up, shoulders set back and down, core really tight. We're gonna get the dumbbells here, okay? In this position here, guys, make sure we don't lean back into it or arch our back, all right? We're gonna take a big breath and we're gonna press. Full lockout at the top. Bring them down fairly slow, push. Fairly slow, push. Now remember, take a breath before every single rep. You wanna lock out those arms at the top. You wanna bring it down fairly slow with control. Once we get down here, don't pause if you don't need to. Take that breath, push straight up into the next rep, okay? Now, these are gonna get tough. I don't expect you to do 15 in a row. You're probably gonna have to break these up. Maybe do 5, 5, and 5. Or maybe do 5, 5, 3, 2. With really short rests in between, okay? When I say rest, I mean like 5, 10 seconds, all right? And then you get back into it, all right? Keep that intensity up there. But use a weight that you can do without using form, okay? Remember, form and quality comes before intensity, all right? Then we have our double under. Just a little refresher. We have our skipping rope here. We are gonna jump and have this rope go around us twice with every jump. What we're looking for here, you guys, is just to keep our elbows kind of tucked in, close to our sides, and your hands down. Don't let yourself go up like this. You do that, and the rope gets really short and we start missing, okay? Stay tall in the chest and spring through the ankles without kicking your feet up, all right? Now, one thing people do to practice these, they'll often go into a couple singles. When they're ready, they'll jump really high and attempt a double under, right? And then they might go into some singles again and alternate through. So, if you do want to get your double unders, I do recommend you practice and maybe you give yourself a time limit to hit that 60 or do as many as you can, okay? I would say give yourself about a minute. A minute, cap yourself off, move on to the next thing if you want to practice doing those double unders, all right? Then we have our dual dumbbell deadlift, which we have been doing a fair amount of, keeping that chest up, shoulders pulled back. I'm gonna have a soft bend in my knee. I wanna keep my back really straight. I'm gonna reach my butt back towards the wall behind me as I bend over to keep these dumbbells close to my legs. Once the dumbbells get about to the knees, I'm gonna bend the knees and touch the heads to the ground. And I'm gonna move through like that. Touch, touch, nice little bend in the knee, keep my chest up, pushing through the floor and squeezing those glutes at the top. All right, so that is our workout for the day, you guys. Push through as fast as possible, but keep in mind, you want to get stronger, better at these movements. You want to dial down that intensity and focus on doing the full movement if you have that ability, all right? And that might mean chopping the reps down. If you can get through 10 strict handstand push-ups by doing, say, 3, 3, 2, 2, or 3, 3, 2, 1, 1, something like that, that's what you do. I'd rather you do that Then you do 15 really crappy, lightweight dumbbell press or pipe handstand push-ups that aren't really going to build any strength, okay? When you challenge yourself to step outside your comfort zone, do something that's a little bit harder than you used to, but do it safely, you're going to see greater gains long term, and eventually be able to do that full movement to a higher capacity. All right? Have fun, guys, and I'll see you. Is today Tuesday? Yeah, I'll see you Friday? I don't know. Anyway, take it easy.